Everyone, my name's Carrie and I'm the owner of Healthy Habits with Carrie, and today I'm at my local grocery store. Our detox focuses on nutrient-dense ingredients in each of our recipes. So what I'm going to do is take you on a quick tour and highlight some of these ingredients. Let's get started. Here's a great resource from the Environmental Working Group. You can get a copy of it on my website. They call it the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. Print it out, keep a copy in your wallet, and it shows the Dirty Dozen, which are typically produce that you're going to want to buy organic, and then as well as the Clean 15, which typically tests less for pesticides, so you can feel pretty comfortable buying them not organic. Okay, so let's start in the produce department. And here we have sweet potatoes. Although we are going to eliminate a lot of carbs on this detox, sweet potatoes are included because they are low glycemic. And potatoes are on the Dirty Dozen, so I would also suggest purchasing your sweet potatoes organic if you can. And what I like to do is cook a few up and keep them in the refrigerator. And what you can do is have a few slices on your salad. They add a nice sweetness. Or I also like to heat them up and have them with eggs. Here we have kale. Kale is included in our detox salad, which is terrific. Kale is part of a crucifer vegetable, so are Brussels sprouts, for example. And some people find them bitter, but give them a try. I think you will enjoy them. And then right next to that, we have the bok choy and the baby bok choy, which is included in our salmon recipe. Here is the rainbow chard, Swiss chard, collard greens. They are a great green to try if you haven't. And especially you might give the Swiss chard and sauteed chickpeas recipe a try if it's something that you've never had before. Mushrooms are a great thing to add on your detox, and I encourage you to try them. Here's shiitake mushrooms, which shiitake is part of our roasted fish recipe, and you're probably familiar with the white button mushrooms, and also portobello mushrooms, which are great to roast. They have a meaty flavor, and they're usually very satisfying for most people. And here is our asparagus, which most people are familiar with, and it's great. You can saute it, you can roast it, you might try shaving it. It's very good. It's part of our asparagus and sauteed fish recipe. And of course zucchini, which I hope you'll try spiralizing and using it instead of pasta. And the asparagus, by the way, is part of the Clean 15, so it's not necessary to buy that organic if you don't want to. Okay, here we are at the bulk item area, and this is great because what you can do is come here and just get a little bit of something that might be in a recipe that you're making, especially if it's something that you're not sure you like. Instead of spending $20 and buying a huge bag of it, just buy a cup of it or half a cup of it, give it a try, and I find it a really good resource for keeping my budget down and trying new things. Here's our beautiful tomatoes. Interesting enough, if the acid bothers you, the yellow tomatoes and the orange tomatoes are lower in acid. And the smaller and redder tomatoes, the grape tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes, actually are the healthiest and have the most lycopene. So don't feel bad if those are the ones you prefer. Not forget everybody's favorite, broccoli, which is part of our garlic, broccoli, and lemony chicken recipe. And don't forget to get your avocados. Avocados include a really good fat for you as well as soluble fiber. And if you can find the Hass are typically the most nutritious, but whichever avocado you like, you'll be doing yourself some good. So make sure to pick some up. I encourage you to experiment with some spices and herbs. They're a great way to give your dishes extra flavor and make them tastier for your family as well. And don't forget to pick up a few lemons for your warm water and lemon in the morning, as well as I like to add it to mineral water or even my tap water. Be sure to grab some nuts to have on hand during the 5-day detox. They're a great thing to have as a snack. You can add them to the tops of salads if you're looking to get some protein and fat. Here is how you'll find the coconut milk. It's typically canned, and it's what you'll be using if you make the chia seed pudding for breakfast. And it's also a good thing to have on hand and add to your smoothies. If, say, you're going to have a smoothie as a meal, you want to include some fat in your smoothie. So coconut milk is a great thing to add, as well as almond butter. And don't forget to grab a can or two of tuna. They're a great emergency food to have on hand. I typically look for a pole-caught tuna and get it packed in water, no salt if possible, and usually a sustainable one. Beans are going to be something that you might want to add to your detox if you're looking for a plant-based protein. So here are the dried beans, and you can also purchase them canned. Some of the canned beans actually have more antioxidants than the dried beans. And here are the garbanzo beans, which are also known as chickpeas, and the black beans, which is part of our spicy black beans and sauteed vegetable recipe. And also keep in mind, if they are something that you're sensitive to, lentils are the easiest of the beans to digest. 2 grains that are included on our detox are brown rice and quinoa, much to everybody's delight. And quinoa you could probably also find in the bulk area, so it might not be necessary to buy a full bag of it if you don't know for sure that your family enjoys it. If you're planning to make smoothies on the detox, you of course can use fresh fruit, but I also recommend you take a look in your freezer department, and they usually have a nice selection. If you make a lot of smoothies, you can check out Costco. They have large bags of blueberries and strawberries usually. And another thing I like to get if I'm in a rush are these acai packets. Look for the unsweetened ones, and they're very good. I like them a lot.